Oh, yeah. Restream says it's still sending, but it does say that Twitch and Facebook are online. It does say, however, that nobody's watching. But
Face
Buttface
is watching. Hello, Buttface.
Hello and welcome, loyal Buttface.
We're talking to you, Prescott.
Oh, boy.
Oh, thanks, man. By the way, what would you like me to do today?
Oh, good question.
Because I can't really work on other characters.
Oh, by the way, you can do the Spear Girl.
Oh, the colors?
Yeah, because I did the palette, I'll send you the final one I made.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Yeah. Here it comes.
Yeah, and honestly, anytime you don't have something, yeah, I just go back to playtesting because it does worry me that no one's beaten our game yet.
Yeah, makes sense.
And so, like I said, I really would love to get an hour count by the end of it. Kurt, I know that you're working on that too.
I'm really struggling on this Christmas tree.
Oh, yeah?
Well, first of all, that level of the map is too big.
Yeah.
It doesn't fit. No, it doesn't fit the boundaries of the paths.
It kind of does. Because, it's like the spot in between is 1, and then the path itself is 2, so it's kind of weird.
It is? Oh, because the tower placement is really
It's
weird.
wanky.
I don't like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Who entered the Christmas tree?
I designed it.
Sure.
I definitely didn't.
Must have been June.
Well, I guess, Ken, if you want to, you could re-enter it and then just make sure to shrink down the map so that the path is 1 unit. You know what I mean?
Couldn't he just edit the one that's already there?
Yes, of course, of course. The only thing he's going to be doing different is he's going to change the waypoint locations, but the times will be all the same. The enemies will be all the same. Yeah, Ken, if you want to do that, I'll just give you a full entering for that, full pay for entering that one.
Ooh.
I know, right?
Okay.
I mean,
It's easy to do.
fella.
Oh, Charity and I were watching Mr. Show the other day, and very thankfully, the one episode we watched had Mother, Father, Chinese Dentist in it.
He doesn't repeat himself.
Man, it's real hot over here, right? What? He just looks away. One time, Tony. Allow external access.
Short.
Hey, Morgan's on!
Woo!
Woo!
Oh, God.
That's we like to greet people to the stream the same way we would if we were whales.
Here's the thing. If I were to be Facebook stalking somebody,
Yeah.
and I watched their video,
Yeah.
I wouldn't want them to know that.
I know, right?
So she probably feels really busted right now.
Oh, I mean, it's fine. I felt we're being nice about it. We're excited to see her.
Woo!
Yeah. Also, I posted a new build in the chat, and it has the new night movement.
And he has jitters.
He has jitters. It's not really that he has jitters, it's that the camera has jitters. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
it's the camera?
Yeah.
Camera has so much caffeine.
Yeah.
She ain't saying anything.
She's not saying anything.
She's not saying hi.
Hi. Well, that's the tricky thing is I don't know, if she just watches for a second and then keeps scrolling.
That's true.
I don't know. But that being said, I would think that we would see a ton of people if that was the case.
I would agree.
Because it's we usually see at most 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure more than that scrolled past it.
Not sure if I want to angle her face a little bit, like the night.
Oh boy, that's tricky because it would be nice if her head ever so slightly turned in one direction.
I'm not doing that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just letting you know.
That'd be too hard. But no, I just angled to see more of her face, so it's not a profile.
Oh, so you're thinking she kind of just runs like that, as opposed to this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
I
fine.
mean, that's what the night does.
Yeah.
It's just more like stage presence,
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that was a waste of time.
Which part?
All of this.
Oh, yeah.
It's fine. It's fine, honestly.
Okay.
Oh, also, when do we want to talk about the tutorial script?
Now, I guess.
Now.
Honestly, I really feel like. Well, did you talk about? Yeah, you talked about players dying. I'll look at it because I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, but that's a mistake.
Yeah, I want to look at it too. Can you post it in the Discord?
Shirt. Shirt.
T.
T-shirt.
Alright, give me a second.
Nah, I can post it. I'm already there.
Okay.
Mm. 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 What did I just do?
Remember, everybody, we got to keep it down to 5 seconds if we're going to be singing something.
That was not a real song.
I'm just playing. All right. Control C, Control V.
I don't want to control VC anymore. Oh, this is the build. I thought it was the.
Nope.
Oh, here it is. Yeah. Let me just. I mean, obviously, you can put a blank in here because the world doesn't have a name. But
yeah.
obviously, other things in here have names that won't be their final name, like Willie.
Oh, you want to rename Willie?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. And like the enemies. I don't know if he actually named any of them in here, but obviously we're gonna go all them names.
Sure.
Oh, you took out the stuff about. Oh no, you didn't take it out. What did I want to change?
Well, he trimmed down that first paragraph quite a bit.
Yeah.
And honestly, I mean, this is maybe just my opinion. I kind of think we don't even need that first paragraph.
I like it.
Yeah, as I said last time, Andy likes it, you don't.
No, I know. Andy kind of trumps me in that way, but I would, because my only thought is, I'm like, I like the idea of just sort of building. I like the idea of just sort of like building up the lore behind it and sort of letting people fill in the blanks. And then if we do finally flesh everything out, because I feel like if you started with your goal is to stop enemies before they reach the statue, it's like, yeah, you understand all of the mechanics necessary.
I mean, that's true.
So it's like you wouldn't feel let down by that amount of plot. You know what I mean?
Okay, but also gain more resources. I think resources would also be a blanked word because we don't have a name for the resources.
We can say paper. I mean,
it should be paper, I guess.
All right, yeah, you can gain more resources. Instead of resources, say you can gain more paper, which you can use to buy towers. Is that how we want to say that?
I guess, yeah.
Ken, would you be willing to put this in like a Google Doc or something?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, you should also specifically say that the cannon targets.
Oh yeah, we might want to describe the specific behavior. It's kind of like how the ghosts in Pac-Man, like they each have unique AI, and it's kind of nice for the people to discover that. But it's like, yeah, maybe we should just tell them, hey, this thing seeks out the enemy with the highest HP within range.
Mm-hmm. That's really all I even have a problem with, I guess.
Cool.
I reckon. Killed him.
Use blank. I think that for the script we can include PlayStation buttons for now.
Yeah. Peace. S2 Master Race.
PS2 Master Race. You don't hear that one too often.
Oh, I thought of a great joke for the end of the stream. Can't tell you, but
Too bad.
Alright, it's up.
Cool.
sure, man.
Sweet.
I mean, not really, but
Where'd you post it? There it is.
I just want you to not forget who your friends are in the end.
In the end. Uh-oh.
That's not what I mean. I mean when you're living on
The edge?
a high tower.
A prayer?
Whoa, living on the edge. On the left edge.
What is that supposed to be?
That's from the YouTube movie.
Oh, well, why does he say it?
I don't know. Like they were on a hill and the edge was like walking towards the road. And Bono said, I'm the lip there, edge. I don't know.
Oh, like there was something on the lip?
There's something weird. Yes, Lexi. I don't know though, but me and Rob used to quote it though.
Do we want to say welcome to the Paper Kingdom?
We should name it.
Well, it's Blitz in the Paper Kingdom.
Well, it's implied that's a paper kingdom.
Oh, so you're saying the actual kingdom has a different name?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, it should have a name.
Yeah, that's why I had a blank there.
Yeah,
Hmm.
because yeah, no, it should have a name because what if you do a sequel and it goes somewhere else? You know?
Well, I think it. Oh, you mean if the location is different?
Yeah.
Yeah, like Blitz on the Paper Moon or something like that.
No, like the first one would be Blitz on Paper Kingdom. The second one could be.
In the example, I was saying the next one takes place on the moon.
Yeah, but no, Throwdown in Azkaban.
Well, you gotta have something that retains it, don't you?
Yeah, Throwdown. Blitz, Throwdown.
What I meant was like a similar characteristic. Because I would think that the game would be more successful. I'm sorry to say, if it just had like Blitz in the Paper Kingdom 2 and then like a subtitle.
Yeah, sure. All I'm saying is the kingdom should have a name.
Sure.
Now name it.
Welcome to the world of tomorrow.
Oh boy,
I love Futurama.
it's good. It's really good.
Prove it.
I'm so sad Netflix took it off.
I thought Netflix would buy the rights and make new episodes.
Yeah, they seem like the type.
Boy, was I wrong.
Well, I know they just did Rocco's Modern Life.
Oh, really?
They're gonna
Yeah,
do
he has
new
a
episodes of
movie- he has a
Rocco's
movie
Modern
on
Life?
Netflix.
Oh,
There's
weird.
movies.
It's a movie.
Cool.
Like live action?
I didn't know that Tom Kenny was the voice of Heifer.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
They're doing that with Invader Zim as well. Enter the Forefront.
Oh my god, yes, I cannot wait.
See, that's kind of cool though, you know? So it's like, you know, all these things that we love can just come back.
Come back, Futurama.
Yeah.
Please.
So it doesn't seem like Ken, doesn't seem like you called out any enemies by name, so I don't really think we even need to name any enemies for this.
Well, we should name them, but yeah, it doesn't matter for this script.
Because yeah, I was thinking that that we were gonna be saying like Hound and Brute and stuff like that, but I don't think we do, so we're good.
Yeah, I didn't want to hold their hands too much.
That's fair.
It's always tough making pretty female characters. What do you think?
Well, it looks pretty good. I don't know why you made the nose so small though.
You're right.
I think it should look more like a raccoon tail. It looks like a raccoon tail last time.
The nose?
The nose? Yeah. Perfect.
Well, give her raccoon eyes while I'm at it. Now she looks like the Noid.
She finally got that pizza.
Very happy. Oh, very happy.
All right, cool. So I guess if Andy wants to leave in the first paragraph, I think we're good.
Nah, you talked me out of it.
I did.
Yeah.
When?
When you talked me out of it just now.
All right. Sorry, Ken.
But take this, Ken. I think you seem like you're pretty good at writing.
Yeah, there you go.
No, I'm serious. I mean, like it was energetic. It was fun and
Succinct.
whatever that means.
Quick and to the point.
Yeah, that too. Absolutely.
Oh. I accidentally don't have the chat up. Hey, no, I didn't even.
Yay!
It's kind of nice that it doesn't tell you when someone stopped watching the stream, because that would be disappointing.
Yeah.
Hey, so-and-so stopped watching your stream.
Yay!
Okay. So, according to the schedule, I'm supposed to be working more on the final boss. I guess has any thoughts changed on that? We're just going to have him do a spiral attack that hits the players and a spiral attack that hits buildings.
Yes. And they're different colors.
Yeah. Oh, this is going to be tricky.
What's the attack button for the PlayStation controller?
X. See, I don't get what some of these noises mean. Because that was the noise when I just clicked on Unity.
I hear that noise a lot.
Yeah.
Like on Twitch too. People do that all the time.
Yeah, I'm like, what do you signify? Like, what happened that was worth that noise?
Is triangle to upgrade it?
Yes.
It's funny how you don't know this stuff. I mean, obviously because you play the keyboard, but it's just,
Sure.
it's just funny.
Yeah.
It's just funny to me.
Well, I mean, I do have a PS4 controller. I use it every once in a while, but not enough.
Yeah, I'm using mine with DS4.
With what?
I think he means like the Dual Shock 4.
Oh.
Yeah, Dual Shock 4, but it's a program on the PC, so you can use your.
You should be able to just plug it in without that program.
I had some issues trying to do that.
Oh, yeah? Oh, I didn't actually show you guys the night walking around.
Yeah, show them. It's really cool.
Isn't that cool?
Hello?
It's
There's-
hard to see with you streaming at the same time and there being frame rate issues.
Yeah, I love it too, man. It's sweet.
It is really good. Thanks, Ken.
Well, okay. There's also a build if you guys wanted to see it. All right, let's go to the last level. How the heck am I going to do a spiral?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, we got to redraw the overworld too.
I'm still working on it. Obviously not a huge concern
Yeah, that's true.
compared to this.
That's not right.
So what were you saying about the cannon tower? About what it targets?
It targets the enemy with the highest HP within range.
Okay.
All right, what do you think about the space?
Looks pretty good.
Good.
Thank you.
Yeah, but is it the face?
Yeah, I think so. The drawing you have that you did first, her face was a little more round,
This
not
one?
quite as long.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, the original.
Oh no, I mean that one.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
More round. Yeah. Well, that was not really concentrating on what I'm doing.
Yeah, but no, I think it looks good.
This one's more long, you said?
Yeah, but I think I kind of like it long.
Okay.
It makes her look more serious, which is kind of the character we had her written as.
I mean, like eventually she's gonna have all the hair and the bangs and.
Sure.
Sure.
Chirp, chirp. Chirpy, chirpy, chirp. Okay, so I gotta figure out how to calculate a spiral pattern.
Prove it.
Oh, you're not referring to Goosebumps.
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, because I remember that I thought you were referencing Goosebumps earlier. Like, no, it's a different song. And I was like, oh, okay.
Somebody broke into your home.
Guys, somebody broke in.
Is it Santa Claus?
It might actually be.
Speaking of like nostalgia stuff, they're also bringing back Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hey, it's Charity.
Nice duds.
How's it going?
Good.
That's good.
Nice duds.
Thanks.
You look very Dudley.
Yeah,
Dudley Do Right.
Yeah. I can't remember what his name was. It was something do. It was a Doolittle, but like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Andy, I woke up at 4:30 this morning and did not go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Is that my fault?
No, I was just telling you.
Oh.
Because you get up early.
Oh,
sure.
Yeah.
Because I was about to feel bad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. But I know how you feel. I got
Yeah.
up at 2 and didn't go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Actually, I did go back to sleep. I did now around 7.
AM?
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's not 7 p.m.
Good point.
Yeah, I feel like I'm going to bed at like 9:30. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna be going to Old Navy and return some shorts.
Oh, are you going to your mom's?
No. You didn't say anything.
Sorry.
Sunday, I'm thinking we'll go over there.
Okay.
Because it's kind of her weekend for, like, family breakfast anyways.
Oh.
She's getting back in town around noon, so I figured we'd go when she gets back and I'll go with that stuff. So,
Okay.
yeah. Okay.
Oh, so should we do family breakfast and then go there?
We could do that.
Here's what's weird, Charity.
What?
Here's what's weird. Getting up in the middle of the night to go pee.
Yeah.
And it's 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Oh, 10 p.m.?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see that. Yeah, it's crazy. Well, and shoot, when I was on
It's
third
funny,
shift,
isn't
getting
it?
up in the middle of the night was 10 a.m.
It's funny, you think that, like, oh, you woke up at 4:30, you got ready. No, I got ready at 7. I'm like, I could just do this every day.
You could.
Like, I can get ready every day like this.
Yeah.
It's crazy, because, like, it's been so hard for me to get out of bed.
I think I told you this before, but it was like,
Because I'm,
you know, if I wanted to like play video games and like watch television shows that it's like, and my dad didn't want me to, I would just go to bed at like 8 and then wake up at like 4 o'clock in the morning because he would be in bed and then I could just do whatever I wanted.
Yeah.
Worked out pretty well.
Yeah, lately I've been waking up at like 7:15, or I'll get out of bed at 7:30, and then I need to leave at 7:50, so I only have 40 minutes to like get my shit together and go. And it's like
Your stuff.
Yeah, we're trying not to
my
swear on the
stuff.
stream.
Sorry, my stuff.
Don't worry, nobody's watching.
That's true. Morgan was watching for a little bit.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna change into something more
work appropriate.
comfortable.
Nice.
No.
She's gonna slip into something more comfortable, Lexi. You know what that means.
What does that mean?
I got something to do in a minute.
Uh-oh.
No.
I know.
I know.
Oh my god, did you show Amy that?
No.
Oh my god.
I know.
Anyways, I
No.
want to go shopping in this, so.
Cool.
I mean, I feel cute and stuff, but yeah.
Me too.
Oh, that's fun.
I feel pretty.
Are you
I was thinking the same
living
thing.
and thriving?
Yeah. Duh.
Cool.
What else is there?
What else is there?
Yeah. Alright, I guess I'll leave you alone.
No, it's good. Appreciate the visit.
Nice duds.
Thanks.
Nice
You really
stuff.
dolled yourself up.
I really did, actually. I freaking curled my hair. It's been like a long freaking time since I've done that.
It's right by the microphone too.
It's been like a year probably since I've like done anything with my hair that wasn't just like hair dry.
Right on.
Right on.
So
Nice.
I want to hang out with you guys, but I also gotta go to the store and do other adult stuff.
Yeah, well, you can come back and hang out with us afterwards.
Adult stuff?
Yep, she's
Well,
adulting.
Like pornography?
Yeah, you know it. No, like you know.
The stuff Ken laughs at, man. I've been trying to get him to laugh this whole time. Irritating.
You guys eat already?
Yeah.
Independently.
Yeah.
I had half a Jack's pizza.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to eat less.
Instead of a whole pizza?
Yeah, that's what I'd always do. With extra cheese. And a full glass of chocolate milk.
Dude, have you ever had Tony's pizza?
Not in a long time.
I think they stopped making it for a long time. I could eat one of those by myself. Because they weren't that big.
Well, same thing with Jack's.
Yeah, and they're so
You
good.
could probably like cut 2x4s with a Jack's pizza.
Yep, you probably could. Tyler and I used to eat Tony's pizzas all the time, too.
Right on.
Yep.
You know when you're really tired and your eyes just feel like watery and like sore?
Oh
I think my
yeah.
eyes getting red.
Yeah, that sucks.
It so does. Cool. All right, well, I'm gonna calculate a spy.
Well, what are we doing tomorrow? Anything? Oh, tomorrow's our anniversary.
Tomorrow's our anniversary.
We're gonna do a lot of stuff on Saturday, but maybe tomorrow. Oh, do you want to get a tree tomorrow?
Maybe.
On our anniversary?
A tree?
You want to get a mulberry tree?
Oh, Chelsea said she has a little bush that like a little mulberry
That's what she
tree
said.
that we could try to replant if you want to. We could put it somewhere else.
Yeah, the tricky thing is, yeah, there's like nowhere in our backyard
It's like
that,
I'd rather just cut down that whole thing.
at this
We
point.
can't even enjoy it.
That's what she said.
Did Lexington tell you that
I saw it on Facebook. You
Oh,
posted
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
We just thought, like, we were so excited.
People are messed up, dude.
I don't know.
Which is
like,
weird because we had that dead tree in our backyard for forever that kept knocking down the power lines. Like, we will not take it down for you.
Yeah. But
And then they just walk into our backyard and cut down a fruit tree without telling us
I
about it.
saw a mulberry tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been on the warpath. Like those two really big trees at the end of Slayton.
Yeah.
They look so stupid.
They look stupid
That's
now.
what I said, because I just freaking cut them down. Like, they
Just
look so-
kill me, right?
They look so bad. Like,
They look terrible.
it's like there's no point to them now. Like, you
Yeah.
know, just replant new trees somewhere else.
Well, that's the thing. If
and-
they cut them down, then they got those huge, ugly stumps.
You really gotta take them out.
Yeah. But those trees are just nice. I just don't understand why they
No.
put trees right on the power lines.
What's the thing about our backyard? Like, there's power lines over the whole backyard.
Well, yeah. But the reason I answered my own question. The reason why they put trees under power lines is to mask the power lines,
Sure.
so it doesn't look ugly.
Yeah, that's what we want to do.
But it was ugly.
I
Yeah.
know. We thought, well, if we plant another tree, we're just gonna have to keep trimming it and make sure that it doesn't overgrow, I guess.
Yeah.
So, which is fine. It's just like I said, like it was a bummer that like we didn't get notified, like, hey, we need to, you know.
Yeah, that is really shady.
Yeah. Because like out of all of our trees, we care about the fruit ones the most.
That's very true. And like they won't let me remove the tree in the front yard.
Yeah. But then Sonny said like, well, they might go through and like mark the trees that they need to cut or whatever, and I'm like, well, they got all the other ones that you need to cut down them too.
Yeah. We should just mark the trees we don't want.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
I don't know. I just feel bad because I'm like, I don't want to go out, but, you know, I was like, oh, we could do that tomorrow, but like, I don't want to do that tomorrow because that's our anniversary.
Quack.
Quack,
So, I don't know.
quack.
What is it? Yeah.
Yep.
I edited the script a bit.
Script.
Okay, well, alright, I'm gonna go change and then I need to go head out.
Have fun. You seem like you're really eager.
I'm so eager. No, I'm just really tired, and it's just like, you know, when you've got things to do and you're just like,
And you don't want to do them, yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. 100%.
100%.
100%.
I'm really sad.
Sorry. Hey, you can come back eventually, right?
Yeah, hopefully I get Friday week, so.
Yeah. You only have
Leave at what, 8?
Yeah.
a little before.
Well, in case I don't see it.
I knew you were gonna say that. Okay, bye.
Right back at you.
Bye.
Tiger.
Alright, look, our policy is, if for any reason you're not completely satisfied, I hate you.
What was that?
I wanted to see if it would work.
Well, it did. So you said use D-pad left to deploy an arrow tower, can attack all enemies. And so I added the word which. So use the D-pad left to deploy an arrow tower, which can attack enemies of all types.
Makes sense.
Cool.
No,
It doesn't.
I'm not sure if those symbols will show up in.
They
Yeah.
won't. Very unfortunately.
Do they have button icons?
I can come up with something probably.
they won't.
You'd almost think that would just be kind of baked in. Really.
Yeah.
So,
Real.
what's the problem? The icons can't appear in text.
Well, maybe they can. It depends on what font we end up using, but we have some extreme restrictions on font because it has to be compatible with the text system that we're using.
Hmm.
Is that how easy it is to reverse the image?
Control A, yeah.
Wow.
It just flips it. It doesn't actually alter the image.
Oh man.
It's really useful for getting another look at what you're doing, because then it's easier to spot mistakes. Like this
Sure.
high is too far this way,
Oh.
in my opinion.
Mm.
In my humble opinion. Now she's got a little bit of lash. You know, it's,
Well, it's not that bad.
well, it's good.
It's a good thing, actually. Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, you gotta move this pupil over just a little. See, since I'm reusing the space so many times, I want to make sure it's right.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, Ken, I think it looks good.
Okay.
Oh, so it is a picture again.
Should we include anything about destroying your towers, or do you think that's holding your hand a little bit too much?
Oh,
But you do say something about placing it on paths, right?
yes.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I think that's good enough.
Well, you don't have any dialogue for wave 3. You could mention it there and say, hey, you press circle to. You can press circle while standing near a tower to destroy it. You get half the resources back, or something along those lines. I don't mind holding their hand too much. I mean, we're calling it Tutorial Island.
Yeah.
It's also a really short level.
They know what they're getting into.
Yeah, and it's entirely optional. I'd feel let down if I didn't play it, though. You know, like if I had a game that had Tutorial Island. I will admit, though, it'd be weird to see what the highest score people have gotten on Tutorial Island is.
Assuming anyone buys.
Well, presumably someone will at least play it.
Doubt it.
Down it. Again, why are you doing this?
Listen, you have to pay people to play the game.
That's true. I almost said not at conventions, but technically even there.
Oh, yeah. How? I can't wait to hear it.
Well, and we're paying for the convention space, too.
It's true. I don't know. There's something about the space I don't like.
Is this alright for the Christmas tree side? I'm sharing my screen.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Now, what do
Yeah.
you mean by size?
What could you possibly not know what he means by that?
I don't know what he means.
So
Size.
the path. Wait. Oh, you made fewer rungs. Oh. See, I don't know if you should make fewer.
He didn't make fewer, did he?
Yeah, you did.
Oh.
Yeah, I did.
See, I would almost feel like the spacing should be even, and just have like one path. Sorry.
I don't think the map needs to be smaller, because we should have big maps. My problem is with the spacing. Doesn't match the grid.
Yeah, and so I guess my thought is I'd like the paths to be the same distance apart as one path width. You know what I mean? So right now there's 2 path widths between each path.
Okay.
So
you
how
just
many?
want one?
Yeah, and then however many rungs there are in the tree, I'd say let's keep the same amount.
Okay.
I do actually really like how you're not increasing the size as quickly as the original did.
Yeah.
Because I do think that by the end it was so long that it just took forever for the enemies to get from one side to the other side.
To get to the other side.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll show you the result when I'm done.
Okay.
I believe you.
I believe you. Isn't it weird that you're kind of drawing something right now
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
that people are never going to see because you can put bangs over top of it?
Yeah. What do you like with the face? I don't like. It's too girly. I like it to be a little harder.
I think it looks fine in that respect. I honestly think that once you add the bangs, it's going to add a lot of character. She's got a little bit of a scowl in the other art that you did.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I'm just a bad artist, so I can't duplicate that.
It was a one-time thing.
Well, I mean, I have rusting bee face, so.
You do?
Yeah, I believe I do.
Well, I'll just use you as a model then. I mean, that does help.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the hair does add a lot. That's an intimidating spear too.
I'm gonna elongate the lips a little bit though. Happy.
So happy.
Lexon, you're watching me at my lowest point, by the way. I hate this. Like, it always looks so stupid when I do that. Lips. Lip.
Don't give me that lip.
Don't give me that lip. Don't give me that lip. Don't allow lip, Leo. Don't give me that Leo. Don't give me that Lou. Don't give me that Lou.
If you need inspiration for her lips, I got the perfect one.
See, I kind of like these, so I don't want to erase it just to make that.
I think that's what happened when she was watching someone that was like getting a higher, that was doing a better gymnast routine than she was.
Mm-hmm.
So she's just like,
Better gymnast routine. Lexi knows how to phrase things.
Here, I got another one for you. Same person.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's so funny. That is really funny.
Yeah, she got really well known for that.
Even Barack Obama.
Barack, Batman's back.
Lips. I just feel so self-conscious doing this on stream with everyone watching.
I know, right? Hey, Scott's online! Whoa! Hey, Scott! I don't know how long he's been online. I wasn't paying attention.
Whoa!
Whoa! Whoa!
Dude.
You're getting you, Dell. Scott, if you're still online, how often do people say that to you nowadays? Every single day. Wait, this is really tricky. So I found a math equation that you can do to move an object in a spiral, but now not only do I have to have its position move in a spiral, I have to track its starting position, and I have to track
Hello?
how long it's been there.
There we go. That's weird. Yeah. I don't envy you. Here's the thing, Lexon. Watch this. Watch how fluidly it moves, right?
Wow, it looks so great.
And now watch this when I flip it. Okay,
Why is that?
Still not that bad, but it zooms in really jittery. It's just because it's doing extra work rendering it.
Oh, because it's looking the other way.
Or I could like do this.
Oh, wow.
And that screws it up too.
Sweet. So you're just like temporarily moving the canvas?
Yeah. So you get a better angle on it.
Wow.
Yeah, I never knew how to, because like when I accidentally would do this, I would just close it out because I didn't know what to do. But you just do shift exclamation.
Man, I'm learning some stuff. Joseph
And
Takarza gave us a like.
I think I got it now.
Oh, cool. Hey, everybody, let's look at Ken's screen. Wow, looks good, man. Yeah, looks great.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, will you be able to scale Andy's image to match that?
I might be able to, yeah.
Oh, don't worry about that image because I'm gonna make a new one anyway.
Why?
An AK one.
All right, Ken, I guess just don't worry about it.
Forget about the image. Don't write it.
Oh, but do send it to Andy.
Oh yeah, definitely do that.
Okay.
Definitely do that.
Nah, don't send it to Andy. Never send it to Andy.
And then is it 32 by 32?
Yep.
Wonderful. Wunderbar. Ugh. Okay.
What?
What you say? Man, 5 seconds feels like such a long amount of time. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Sing whatever you want.
What is going on?
Oh, whoops.
Where's my paste?
Oh, that's the wrong screen.
The info.
No, I clicked on my own
Infinite
screen.
screen.
Yeah. I clicked on that one.
This is how I live.
Hi, everybody. Oh, good times, good times.
Except they're bad.
Except they're bad.
Countdown. Whoa, I didn't realize how small this was.
All right, so I'm thinking that I'm just going to make a bunch of special parts in the script for like Willie's projectiles.
Special beam again.
Wait, do I already have projectile start and projectile end? I might be able to make this work. Pills time!
Pills here. I'm gonna wait a minute though.
Almost pills time!
Because with the melatonin, you're supposed to take an hour before bed.
Oh.
I'm still gonna be here at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
So
So you're going to take it like 7:30?
ish, yeah.
What'd you call me? All right. Let's look at the script. Wrong layer.
It's actually the right layer, like some.
How is it?
Yeah, see?
Weird.
I just had it on top on accident. No, I really got to break myself of that habit, though, of doing things that people won't see.
Oh, sure.
But like I said, I'm going to be using this multiple times. So.
Yeah. Multiple. Weird.
Whimsy weird.
Okay, so I have a special projectile.
Is it a beam cannon?
No.
Then I'm not interested. How special can it be? That's what I want to know.
Okay, but it has a vector 3 start and a vector 3 and a vector 3 end and a special projectile time. That sounds great.
Well, that sounds great.
But these are good things.
So why do you sound so concerned?
Mm-hmm. And if it makes you happy, then why are you so sad?
Can't be that bad, right?
Yeah. Okay. All right, sweet. So I think I can just make this as a new special projectile. Special projectile.
Special projectile.
Okay. So, special projectile of 1 is the hooded girl's arrow. Greater than or equal to 2 is, I don't know what this is.
So playing on 5X is pretty fun.
Isn't it though? 5x speed or 5x enemies?
Both.
Is this the first time you've done a multiplier?
Yeah, I wanted to see what it was like on one of the original levels.
Yeah.
I had no clue what to do.
Yeah,
They
it's fun.
zip so fast.
Boy, do they. Yeah, and just keep in mind, there was some of the guys who got the high score in the most recent one, they were playing on 12x speed. And I don't remember what enemies they were on.
10 or 11.
Man.
Yeah.
10x enemies. Yeah. 12x speed. Yeah, because they got 120,000. No, they got more than that. Yeah, so they must have been on 11. Man, it just went so quick, too.
Yeah, it did. That was the funny part.
Yeah. It's just so weird for the moment of success and the moment of failure to be so close. You know? Because when they would start, it's like they had everything planned out for where every single tower was going to go ahead of time.
Mm.
And all they did was go to those locations as fast as they possibly could. And so you'd see just this massive horde, and it would just disappear before the end because
What
they put
did you
everything.
say?
Which part?
A massive horde?
Yes, a massive horde.
It's not nice to talk about Scott Udell that way.
I'm pretty sure he's not still on, but I definitely don't think that of him. Okay, so special projectile of 3. Oh, I see what's going on here.
Do you see what's happening here?
I see what's happening here. Okay. This is tricky.
Get the power! Don't write it.
Don't write it. Why wouldn't I write it? Okay, so I'm going to say less than or equal to 23. And then I'm going to say else if the ID is 25. And that means it is the final boss projectile. Is equal to 25. Then. Yep. Okay. Oh.
Bum, 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 bum.
Okay, so the enemy ID determines the special projectile.
Special projectile.
So I don't actually want it to be 25. I actually want it to be 30.
I'm here to see my daughter.
30.
Maybe.
18?
I'll always think of her as 15.
Yeah, that's such a funny scene.
Daddy's got to get his rocks off.
Hey, Sierra's on!
Yay!
Yay! Woo! Welcome to the stream.
Hello and welcome.
Hello and welcome. Alright. I feel like if it's not going to be the Paper Kingdom, I almost feel like we should rename the game.
I don't. It's
It's
the Paper Kingdom.
No, I get that part. Hey, she said woo!
Woo! Woo! Woo! Ow!
Okay. 25.
I'm knocking Lexman.
Me?
Not Ken.
What?
Just in case there's any.
She said, thanks for such a great welcome, guys.
Woo!
Oh, yeah. Man, this is going to be tricky. All right, so
Oh, Lexman.
me just saying that over and over again? Oh. You were doing them really quiet until now.
Oh, I haven't been doing them.
Really?
Yeah, I've just been like rolling over, trying to hold them in.
Wow.
I can't do it.
I can't do it. Oh, wait.
You know, I'm not going to shade her eyes because that's just too much to do.
Oh, it didn't work. I don't want it to not work anymore.
On it work.
Why won't it work? Now, if Andy sings 5 seconds of a song and I continue another 5 seconds later, do you think we'll be in the clear?
No.
No? That's too bad. There's no connection to the story. And why it's a Paper Kingdom, though.
Yeah, she's not happy
Well,
about the fact that that the fact that it's a Paper Kingdom isn't reflected in the storyline.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, you mean like they don't expressly state, hey, I'm made of paper?
No, there's no reason for them to be made of paper, is what she's saying.
Oh. Yeah, I guess that's fair. I don't really know what I could do about that.
I mean, I agree, but
yeah.
I mean, it's just the art style we want.
Yeah.
She wants to completely reinvent the story.
Does
Oh,
she?
is this not new?
Well, that one's not new. This is. Oh, I see.
I don't want to see anymore.
Yeah, I never put in projectile 25, so he just keeps powering up and not doing anything.
Sounds like Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Do 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 do. You just get retarded.
Wow. Oh, so Andy.
Yeah! Listen!
Wow.
Anyway.
I was gonna say that his foot really goes to the ground when we're at an angle. Can you just do different artwork depending on if they're going up the hill or down the hill?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
No, fix it.
Fix it. You need me to fix it?
Yeah. That's what you should be working on. Fixing it.
I'll just make this like a snowy level, and that way it makes sense of his feet are in it.
I mean, that is legit. Come on, Lex, just fix it. You gotta fix it. You gotta fix it.
Well,
you can't just leave it like that.
I know, but what I would do.
How hard can it be? I bet you're gonna Google it, figure it out in like 2 seconds.
What I was gonna say is we could just have him be, not rotated with the map. Geez, Andy, you're making me sound mean and not supportive. Trying to help is all.
I didn't give my opinion. I was just simply stating a fact.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I guess. Boy, it's tricky. I guess I never thought about like. It's like, I wouldn't explain why I'm a mammal. It just is. You know what I mean?
I mean, like I told her, the story isn't even going to be in the game when we release it.
Yeah.
So to justify the fact that it's Paper Kingdom in the story is kind of moot.
Yeah.
And it's people will just see the art style and accept it for what it is. I think.
Yeah, maybe.
What do I know?
But what do I know?
Butt face.
But a face. Breakfast?
You know, I always have this weird thing where I guess, you know, I start making stuff and then I realize, wait, this could go better in a better area. Well, making a mountain track, I might have accidentally made an island track.
That'd be nice. I don't know, Sierra. I'll think about that. The whole paper thing. I don't think I'm gonna come up with something good. I don't think I'm gonna come up with something. Oh, I see how this is working.
Yeah, I told myself I definitely want the spear to be more threatening and not just a little stick.
Yeah, definitely looks threatening. Ha!
You just laugh.
Ha! 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 Sierra said Andy's bad at this game anyway, so his opinion is moot.
I was farting.
I was farting.
Haha.
Haha!
Hunger!
Let it fart.
Let it fart.
Let it fart. Sharona.
Ma, mama, ma, 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 my Sharona, ma, 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 ma.
Y'all ready for my Sharona?
Ma, 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 Sharona.
Now what's she saying about me?
I had a story. If Andy bad at bullets in the Paper Kingdom, Duma remembers it.
Yeah, it was something about
Oops. Joke's on everybody else. I'm the one that has to deal with it. Good times.
yeah, it was something about the story takes place in a child's imagination.
Sure.
And he makes the paper, I guess, cutouts.
Yeah.
Come to life in his imagination.
Sure.
She also doesn't like the fat shaming in the game.
Is she okay with the booby bouncing?
I think she's more okay with it than you are.
I didn't even say anything negative about it. So when do we? Oh, the fat shaming. Gotcha. I was like, when do we fat shame? And I guess it's like we implied that when we made him ugly, that because he's overweight in a lot of those shots. That's technically fat shaming. Oh.
Hey, I love the fat shaming.
Just for the record.
So don't look at me.
Don't look at me.
Indeed.
Andy really doesn't like fat shaming when it's done to him.
Oh yeah, that's worse.
That's the
Ugh.
worst.
Save it for other people. That's what I always say.
Yeah, I guess I don't feel too bad about fat shaming a fictional character.
And it's barely fat shaming.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's really ugly shaming.
Yeah, and that's worse, I think.
Well, okay, but that doesn't. Then we're bad either way. Then.
I'm bad.
But that being said, actually, like even in the
trombone.
even in the plot, sorry to give everything away. Like
Trombone.
yeah, there's actually a lot of fat acceptance at the end.
Yeah. There is.
Yeah.
By the wife.
Yeah.
Wifey.
Yeah.
Wifey. Hey, Sierra, is Morgan watching?
Oh, I guess. Whoa, a bunch of comments. I didn't scroll down for me.
Wow.
Lol, gross. I don't know what that's in reference to.
Probably that huge fucking fart. I mean, the whole huge gall darn fart.
You forgot that he was grounded.
Oh yeah, he's grounded.
Who is?
The kid.
Which kid? Oh, gotcha. All good for the bounce. That's natural stuff, man. You fat shame me every day. Every day.
She fat shames herself. I mean, I don't see anything. I don't say anything.
Oh, she said something else. And you didn't tell me about the fat acceptance. Oh.
Yes, I did.
Mm.
She was so stuck on the rest that there was no talking her out of it.
Oh.
This stick isn't thick enough. Just need a little bit thicker of a stick.
How would I know? How would I know if she was? Oh, if Morgan was watching. I don't know.
Oh.
I just thought maybe you were talking to.
Well, she popped on and it said she was watching, but we don't know how long she was actually watching.
Yeah.
And I know you guys like to talk on the phone, so maybe you were on the phone watching us talking. You know?
It's possible. You never know. You never know.
Oh, line it up.
If special projectile is
Special.
greater than 1.
Special projectile.
Yeah. If
Ken gets it.
yeah, he gets it. You know, he just gets it.
That's what I like about Ken. He gets it.
Yeah.
Don't write it, and Ken gets it. That's like I live by that.
Sad part is you do.
I don't give it.
Ken does. Andy,
Cool.
your phone going
Sierra
dang.
messaged me calling me a piece of fat S word.
Oh no, that's too bad. And an ironic twist.
Isn't it?
Isn't it ironic?
I really think it's ironic.
I really think. Andy Duma pretends. All right.
Did you just say that?
What?
Or was that Sierra?
No, Sierra didn't say that.
Wow, you're a jerk. I expect that from her.
Oh boy. I expect that from the ones I love.
Quit trying to stupid shame me, Alexa.
And do you remember when you went on that tirade making fun of people who were retarded? I wasn't exactly very PC.
What's PC?
Politically correct.
Prostate cancer?
Well, it's also that. It's also a personal computer, but I wasn't referring to that one either.
Watch this. See all these annoying grids I got on here?
Yeah. They seem kind of nice.
Image.
Uh-huh.
Guides.
Uh-huh.
Remove all guides.
Oh, boy.
I mean, I'm done with them.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't, like, yeah, you wouldn't want to bring them back.
Oh, that tip isn't right. Just the tip.
The rest of it's right, though.
Yeah. Lighter beam.
Okay. So we have a... Oh, wait.
I mean, like, look how much time you're spending on this nothing of a game mechanic when you could be fixing the night.
But I mean, functionally it works. It's just it's a visual bug.
Here's the thing, Lexon. I was just making a joke. Fix it.
Then you weren't making a joke. You did.
In that instance, I was making a joke because I don't think it's actually like a non-mechanic. I mean, obviously, I want you to fix it, but I'm not saying that that's not important.
Sure.
Fix it. Don't write it.
Don't fix it. Write it live.
I know exactly what you're thinking, Lexon.
I don't think you do.
Prescott posted his thing.
Ooh. Hey, I think that you guys can hear this over the stream. I'm not sure. A lot of stuff going on. It sounds like there's.
Sorry, what was that?
No, I was just saying. So I don't know if it's my speakers or whatnot, but it seems like there's something that's really bassy that kind of comes in and kind of.
There absolutely is, and it probably is to your speakers.
Okay.
I don't know. It doesn't sound bad to me, but the thing I can definitely cut out.
I'm actually getting the same bass issue.
Gosh, it doesn't sound like a mountain level.
I'm thinking this is the island level. Wait, what level is this? It says islandy.
All right. Well, here's the issue with this being the island level.
Uh-oh.
And I'm sorry, Prescott, but
Dude, if it's too calm, I don't care, man. Let's do that.
it's too calm. I don't like the crank box. What is it?
Oh yeah.
And I told you very specifically, you gotta have the steel drum in there.
Okay.
For the island, man, it's a steel drum.
Yeah.
Don't write it.
I like the guitar strum.
Okay.
That's him cocking a shotgun.
As he loads up his car.
Okay.
I think I like the. I don't know, what are they? Wooden bells? The doo 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 doo. See, and Prescott was saying that we never say that we want more intense, but this is the first time.
That is true. We are saying that. Well, you didn't say that.
Yeah. No, if you want it more intense, it will be more intense.
Well, can we get like bongos in there? Would that be stupid?
Bongos?
Yeah. Oh.
Steel drum?
No, and it's on top of the steel drums.
Excellent.
Like literally, we'll stack them on top of each other, hit a bongo, and have the reverberation go down into the steel drum.
Bongos, steel drums, and make it slightly more energetic.
Okay.
Yes.
Slightly.
Slightly energetic. You the man.
Good job.
A fine first draft. A fine 12 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
From a fine man. I like him tall.
You know, it almost sounds like something that would be an Ocarina of Time.
No, it doesn't. Where'd that go?
Does a little bit.
Yeah.
Like a fairy fountain?
You know what it reminds me of? The music from the sleeping piranha plants in Mario 64.
Oh, a little bit, yeah.
It's because of that ballerina thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Cake?
Are you Cake?
Oh, you asked me if I'm okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was drinking last of my water and this thing doesn't have the stopper on it, so it's going to fix.
Oh, that's too bad.
One more time. Suppose, yes. Show suppose. Straight to suppose.
Snowpose.
Do the hustle. Has Sierra said anything?
Oh, probably.
Because you are not checking.
What do you mean I'm not checking? Andy is a high maintenance girlfriend. I don't know what she's saying that in reference to specifically.
Because I call her high maintenance.
Oh. That's no good.
I used to really hate doing straight edge stuff, but with guides, it's not so bad.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because you can aim to a set target pretty easily.
Yeah, because otherwise I'd just be like drawing it. So
That's pretty stupid.
Prescott's cocking his shot. Oh yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Tell me more.
That's a weird error message that I don't ever remember writing. I just got a debug log that said, "I don't know what this is?" ? I didn't write that recently, I can tell you that. Wait, what's her standing
Someone
pose
just
gonna
hacked
be
your
like?
I
computer.
don't know yet.
Because yeah, is she gonna like hold it upright?
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, because you kind of wanted her to kind of hold it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want her to hold the phone.
Wait, hold the phone. There's glasses.
I gotta hold the phone.
Boy, this is gonna make it so much more enticing for us to have an art gallery in the game.
We should, definitely.
Too bad I'm not gonna do it. I'm just kidding.
What'd you say?
I said yeah.
What'd you say?
What'd you say to me, boy? Wait, are you a zitty boy? Sorry for zit shaming you.
I'm sorry we have to be so PC with Sierra here.
It's like, what can I shame people for now? You know?
Nothing. See, if you ask me,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
the only thing you should be allowed to shame people for are the things they control.
I mean, I guess it's good to at least limit yourself that much.
That's why fat shaming is okay.
Oh, I see.
I mean, unless they have like a thyroid problem.
Sure. So like racism bad.
Yeah.
Making fun of someone for being
it's
poor.
okay.
Can we make fun of someone because of their economic status?
Yes.
Oh.
You can make fun of. You can make racist jokes about Michael Jackson because he chose his race.
I thought that he had a skin disease.
Yeah, he does. Did.
Yeah, he does.
Oh boy.
I'll still let those pass.
Boy.
He has skin disease and also another condition that both bleeds the skin.
What a lucky dude.
Boy, I'm sorry. I want to say this is funny. So, not to make fun of the person who's president right now, but there was a video clip where he was talking to someone, and she was talking about how when she fled her country, her father and her 6 brothers were all killed in the process.
Wow.
And Donald Trump
I
said,
know exactly what you're about to say.
and Donald Trump said, "Well, where are they now?" And she's like, "In the ground. They're dead." He's like, "Oh." It's like, well, where are they now? It's like, they're dead.
That's so crazy.
I think maybe to give him the benefit of the doubt, maybe he was wondering where they were buried. But the way that he shrugged made it imply that he wasn't thinking about that.
Yeah. What a Trump. And you know.
Hey, look, I fixed it. Doesn't it look stupid now?
James isn't on the call.
Oh. No, I mean, we're streaming.
You didn't fix it!
I totally did.
Lexon,
Look.
please fix it.
When you say fix it, what are you talking about? Having it render on top?
I can tell by that poop eating grin on your face. Oh, yeah.
What?
Render on top.
I can't do that. I already told you I can't do that.
No, you didn't.
Because then when they're in the water, it's going to render wrong.
Yeah, you said that.
Okay.
Oh, and then use your magic powers to
figure out how to fix it.
Yeah. You can't make it so it'll render on top, except for when it's on water.
No.
You can't have it turn off at that point.
Well, but all right. So Andy, think about this. If there's one character that's not in the water and one character that is in the water, it has to pick. And it's not necessarily impossible, but it might be so much work that it might not be worth it. Like
it might be, but you don't even know.
But like, so for example, I could have it render in sections. You know what I mean? Where each section it decides is there someone in the water, is there not someone in the water.
I have to believe it's not that hard. I have to. Just look into it. I mean, if you looked into it and said, "Oh, can't do it," that would be one thing. But you're just being a stick in the mud.
I'm not being a stick in the mud. All right, let's see here. All right. Oh no. It says we can't. I googled. Can you do the thing? It doesn't look like it's gonna work, guys.
At least try.
Yeah, boy, all the images are just of people procrastinating, so I don't know. It sounds like it's gonna take a while.
Shucks.
41 things you should say no to. All right. Well, maybe this is one of them.
Ken.
I mean, I'll look into it, Andy. I really will. It's just,
Ken.
I care so little about this problem.
Lexa, it's such an important problem. It's such an important problem.
To tell you. All right, hey Ken. I don't know if we can ask you this in an unbiased way anymore. So just try and wipe any.
Well, don't worry, he wasn't paying attention.
That's true. All right, so you see how the knight's feet are ever so slightly in the ground right now?
Which is fine.
Yeah.
How big of a problem is that?
Not at all.
I don't think it's too big of an issue.
Cool.
And now show him the rest.
No, I get that. So this one you gotta do something about, right? We gotta find something about that so it doesn't.
Because you see, Ken, when he steps forward, his feet go below his baseline for his standing animation.
Yeah.
So then they clip to the ground. And then when he attacks facing forward, his sword goes even further into the ground.
Yeah, the sword part was actually kind of hard to notice. I was seeing. I mean, like you can if you're intentionally looking for it. But it was the type of thing that I was surprised how it didn't look wrong at all. The feet you notice, but the sword you don't.
But that's the thing. We're going to have this with all the characters. The hammer guy. I mean, he's going to hammer down, and then the hammer's going to go to the ground.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think, Ken?
I don't know.
Do you think it's an important problem to deal with?
And again, what I was referring to specifically was, I don't know, that's the thing. It's like, I feel like we almost should just...
How many dollars would I have if I heard you say...
But hey, that's the thing. You're saying that you want me to fix it, but you haven't actually come up with any solutions for it.
Yes, I did.
Look it up.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, Andy. It's like I said, the rendering order is, I think, the only major way to solve this problem, right?
I agree.
But it's like, yeah, then you're going to have a rendering issue. I can look into it because my thought is the best solution that I can come up with right now is, man, try and render it. Trying to change the render order depending on the Y position of the character. Man, that's gonna mess it up.
I have to think that this is a problem common enough.
The problem is, there's a lot of really common problems that I haven't found anyone that found a solution to. You know what I mean? So it's like, it being common doesn't mean there's necessarily a solution. You know what
How
I
many
mean?
dollars would I have?
I don't know.
If,
You didn't even finish.
if if I heard you say,
it's using the default material.
Mhm.
So therefore, I have to make an entirely new material. Like I have to code a new material, and in order to have it have the same effect, but instead of what it's doing now, it has to have the ability to change the render order. And I have to do that on a per character basis.
man, that sucks to be you.
Yeah, it's like it just makes you wish that people would just draw it so that the bottom lined up. But, what do you mean?
It wouldn't make sense.
It'd be fine.
It'd be like just going,
It'd be fine. Ken, back me up, please. Lex is talking crazy over here.
Exactly. We really do need a third opinion.
But I guess, Ken, the way I would articulate your opinion is in number of hours that I should spend on it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's ask the other fellas.
Yeah, but again, like, what's the question specifically?
Is this visually enough of an issue to warrant looking into dealing with?
It of course it is. I mean, if that is the metric.
That's the thing. Just throw me that bone.
I mean, I'm looking into it right now, but I haven't been finding better solutions.
I knew this was going to be a thing. I knew this was going to be a thing. This is it. This is what this is it.
This is how the House of Cards falls.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I added the updated Christmas tree to the drive.
Thanks for the opinion, Ken.
Thanks. See, that's good, but that one doesn't have a shadow.
Wouldn't it be possible to put like some kind of, let's say, like some kind of a circle and have that change the rendering, like in front of the foot for the map and the character?
Oh, so you're saying everything within the circle has a different render order than everything else?
Yeah.
You could. Man, would that be difficult though? Because we never got that working in Hex Complex. Because like we got that working if the camera's facing a certain direction, and if the camera changes direction, it'll render like almost the exact opposite of what you'd want. You know?
Thing's always facing the same direction, though.
What?
This is always facing the same direction.
It's always facing the same direction, but it's always not the equal amount zoomed in.
Yeah.
Well,
you didn't say that was one. Buster.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying that it's. You're right. The angle that's looking at it is the same, but it's looking at it from a different position. But honestly, though, Ken, I don't know if that would really solve our problem because we don't always want that foot to render on top.
Yeah.
If we always wanted that foot to render on top, then it would be fairly easy. The problem is when they go into water.
Well, let's think about this.
So what I'm thinking about doing is seeing if I can make a material.
Wait a minute. Now, what if you had this thing saying, hey, always render this on top?
I mean, again, you don't always want, because if an enemy walks in front. Okay.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That's true. That's true.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I wanted to say that before you went too much further.
Yeah.
Because that's the problem is I'll need the enemies to also be at the same render priority.
Well, I was going to say, what if you did that with the wand?
Oh.
I mean, it would affect the way we're doing the layers.
Maybe you could do that. I could try that. Because there's... Oh, no, you definitely can't do that.
Because of the layers.
Well, yeah, because then the entire water layer would render on top. Man, you almost had that, though. That was really close.
That's what I was saying. I know that it would be a problem, but is there another way we can do the water?
The way we could do the water is have it so somebody goes through and cuts out the water sections and animates them. Yeah, that's another way we could do it. By the way, it would also run a lot fast. Well, not a lot, but it would run faster if we did it that way as well. Because then we're doing 2-layer rendering instead of 3-layer rendering.
I don't.
Oh, yeah, and 80 from now on, don't do the backdrop of the paths. Just do the actual path, and then we'll count on the repeating background underneath.
Okay. I'll just do both, but just to be safe, because who knows what we're gonna land on. But okay, cutting out the water, I don't even think would be that hard.
Wait a minute, Andy. Even if we did cut out the water, we're back where we started.
Why?
Well, because if the whole point was that he's going to always render in front of the ground, and then we make the water separate so that he renders under the water. Then we put it on top. Then we have to either pick: do you want to have it over top or not over top? Because if the render order, right, of the water is the same as the render order of the ground, then the ground will either be on top or not be on top.
Here's what I'm. Now tell me, because maybe I'm just not getting what you're saying. Here's the ground.
Okay.
Okay. Here's some purple water.
Cool.
That's being rendered on top of the ground, right?
Yes. Right now it is being rendered under it.
Yeah, but in this hypothetical situation, it's being rendered on top of the ground.
Okay.
Using some proprietary.
Yeah.
Using something, right? Hey, I'm always on top.
Always on top? Okay.
And you use the same thing with Mr. Man, right? But they both have the same priority.
Mm-hmm.
But even within that priority, there has to be a pecking order, right?
Yeah, I think, and I'd have to mess with it. And this is something that it takes a lot of messing with, and it's not really obvious. It's kind of just how Unity wants it to work. But theoretically, if you had something of the same render priority, then it would treat it as if, these, like if one's in front of the other and they're the same render priority, the one that's closer to the camera would render over the thing that's behind
Assuming that worked.
Yes, then you could walk in front of the water and it wouldn't render on top of you. And if you... Yes? So then your feet could go in the water, but theoretically, if the ground rendered on top and it was cut out... Wait. Hang on, what's the render order?
Ground, water, man.
Right. So the person and the enemies always renders on top of the ground, and it sometimes renders over the water, depending on its position. So in this scenario...
Oh, I see what you're saying would be a problem, though. Because if they're, like, south of the water...
Yes.
Then their head would be...
Yes.
Okay.
But that's why I said the enemies would have to be at the same render priority of the character.
Yeah.
And this is likely to mess up the cloud levels quite a bit, but I'm going to stave off that conversation for a bit. Okay. Yeah.
What about this? We forget all this, which I know you like.
I do like that.
Here's a man, right?
Uh-huh.
How do you draw?
And you do my forgets.
Here is water, right?
Yep.
Yep. Here it comes, right?
Yep.
This is water.
Yeah.
Do you get this?
Yeah, I get it.
Ready for this, Lexon?
Yeah, I'm ready for this.
This is the man standing on the water.
Uh-huh.
And this is a little splash effect around his feet.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
And he doesn't go in the water.
He doesn't go in the water? Why not?
Well, I mean, like, he just has little splashes, like in
Any game is fine. Every game has splash effects when you go in the water.
No, I mean like the shallow water in Link to the Past.
Okay. Oh, so then you're always walking on top of the water. You could do that. We've kind of used it as a mechanic, though.
I mean, I like that. I like that we use it as a mechanic.
However.
But here's the thing, Larson. I'm just glad that you're actually talking about this instead of saying, I can't do it.
I didn't say I can't do it. I'm just saying that it's going to be difficult.
Well, when life hands you lemons.
Uh-huh. What do I do with it?
You're gonna have to go back through each level and put it to 0.0.
Oh, no.
Negative 0.5.
That's what you do when life hands you lemons.
Oh, cool. Boy, this is not working right now anyway.
I can't wait to rewatch the stream and just watch us fight the whole
I know, right?
Watch me fucking fart, or freaking fart, and then...
Good times.
and
Good
then
times. Oh, hey, that's weird. Oh, it disconnected us for a bit.
Oh.
I know, isn't that nice just leaning back like that?
Yeah.
Instancing. Whoa, I didn't like that. This is weird because I'm not even getting it to render on top. Oh, shoot. Why are you not rendering on top? All right.
So the way it works right now is you just literally have the character sink into the ground on the water.
Yes. All right, so I'm thinking that it wants me to change the material to a sprite renderer.
Okay, what about this? What if you had the character always on top, but then when he's in water, there's water textured over his feet?
Just his feet?
Well, you know, over whatever would be in the water.
I don't know. I guess my thought is I don't really want to, like, cut out the water mechanic.
No, this wouldn't cut it out.
But my thought is if you're just going to walk on top of it, it's like, all right, then it's not. I would feel disappointed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, Phantom Pain does that. There's literally no water you can swim in.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's just like even the rivers, you can just walk on top of them. And I like it.
Yeah.
Because I don't like, I mean, obviously these aren't water mechanics, but I don't like water mechanics in games, so I'm glad that they just pretended like it's not a thing.
Sure.
I don't know. Well, let's just think on it. You know? This isn't something that has to be done overnight. Think no, that's what Ken wants.
All right. This is working out so bad. So the good news is, Andy, this does make it render on top. You'll notice that I have to use a sprite renderer now, and so the backdrop isn't moving, and it's a vastly lower resolution.
Now, what does sprite renderer mean?
Well, it means we have a number of restrictions. One, we don't have any shadows, and neither do the other sprites now. But it does make it so you can do this.
Weird. Attack forward. So how is he still, you know, interacting with the other characters? How does he?
No, the render order doesn't affect the physics. Like, because I programmed the physics, the way it appears on screen.
No, I mean, how does it know if he's in front or behind them?
Oh, because they're at the same. I don't know. I'm gonna mess around with this in a water level and see what I can figure out. It seems like he's walking on top of the path pretty easily, but for whatever reason, the stuff that scales, it doesn't like that very much.
And now, what if the background was a part of the texture? Then there wouldn't be a problem, would there?
There wouldn't be, and I think this would be fine if we did limit how far the players can go.
Which I want to do anyway. I mean, not harshly.
Yeah. Here's a level with water in it. All right, so feet slightly in the ground. All right, so I am gonna be really disappointed if we can't have shadows, but I guess I'll deal with that. And honestly, like I said, I could write a custom shader, which is not a programming language I'm very good at, but what you gonna do? And then I set this one for like 5,000. And then it doesn't render on top, but
Face. Man, I got so much done. I drew a head and a spear.
It's kind of funny though, because like over here, because it's all like internet effecty, it looks like that's like an actual like photograph that you would cut out and put on her face. You know what I mean?
Funny.
All right, so if I change this one to a sprite, now the rendering order works properly. It does not work properly. And so now if I take this and I move it to position 2, I know the water's rendering on top, and so now I have to... Oh, this is invisible. I don't care about that one. I do care about this one. I can turn this one into a sprite, but it's going to get really mad at me. And that's fine.
And Prescott posted an updated
Oh, cool.
island.
All right, so honestly, these first 2 layers we're doing really well on. Like, although, well, that's fine.
No, I agree with what you're saying about the shadows.
Oh, shoot. So he's always rendering in front of the backdrop.
No,
Now, what if the water wasn't a part of the backdrop?
It's not. They're separate.
Oh, but you say he's always rendering in front of the backdrop.
He's always rendering in front of layer 3, I think is this one. I don't understand why he keeps stopping one step in also. So what I'd have to do is I'd have to write a custom shader that has the ability to change your render order. Man, but even if I could change the render order, right? So let's say I'm manually doing this, right? Now you're in the you're in the water, therefore we want to change the render order. So let's say that I take our character and I change his render order. So hey, actually now you're underneath the thing. Cool. Wait a minute, I can't do that because then you're gonna be under everything. You know, if you're down below and you render the background in front of you now you're behind the background. I mean, I'm sure it's not an impossible problem, to your point. I do think there is probably a way, and I probably should give it a lot of thought. It's just my thought was, I'm like, boy, it sure would be nice to get, the final boss in the game so we can play the game and focus on the mechanics of it, because it's like I have been deprioritizing visual bugs and visual issues. Yeah, man, it's like with this render order, it's like if you're on the same layer, it's fine. But if you're on the same layer, then his feet would be through the ground,
Right.
Oh, some other artifacting we're having. He's behind the coin, though.
I don't know what to say. I mean, obviously you understand that this is important to me.
I know it is.
But it's not something that has to be done right now. I mean,
yeah.
Like you said, concentrate on making the game playable. And then
And who knows? I don't, well, boy, it'd be nice if somebody in the chat like, oh, actually, there's a super easy way to do this.
oh yeah, this person in the Twitch chat's been saying this the whole time.
I don't know why I didn't bring it up until now. Man, yeah, I'm sure there is a way. Oh, is it my screen that's flashing?
Oh.
Yeah, your screen's kind of going crazy.
Huh.
Oh, weird. Is it doing that on? Oh, is the stream crashed?
This is still running and not flashing.
Kind of a slow frame rate though, huh?
Yeah, I have it on the lowest setting too.
Oh, do I have this paused? See, now I want to know if it's messing up on Facebook.
Yeah, you should play Prescott's song.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Want to watch my reaction on the stream?
Yeah. All right. Hey, bongos too.
Yeah. I think this is a dramatic improvement. It sounds really islandy.
Does sound really islandy.
It's a lot more upbeat.
I don't know who's listening to that. Yeah, I agree.
I think it could be more upbeat.
More upbeat.
Yeah.
What would you have to make more upbeat?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not a musician. Faster tempo, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, weird. He uploaded another one already.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, which one were you playing?
Well, no, like he just
Oh, what?
Does that take up?
I'm sorry. What were you saying?
No, it's just making sure it's taking out the hum because I can't hear it. It doesn't sound bad to me, but then you guys hear the weird hum. That was coming from the wavy thing I made.
Oh, it's definitely nowhere near as loud as it was.
Cool, but that's islandy enough for you, Andy?
Yeah, absolutely. Very island.
Perfect.
Island.
Got a lot of island.
I'm very pleased with how islandy it is.
Perfect. Let me extend it and then make it loopable and then upload all those stems and I'll be done with it.
Sweet. Yeah, that sounds good.
Cut it in half and double it.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna go right on the whiteboard, but if I had a whiteboard right here, that'd be nice.
I gotta go.
Oh shoot, yeah, you do.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll just call it a day. If anybody thinks of any good rendering order ideas,
Yeah. I mean, I'll definitely be thinking about it.
yeah. I feel like we had some really good ideas, but the problem was all of the good ideas we had other caveats which made them not usable.
Exactly.
And so it makes me wonder if there's a mix of all of the ideas that we came up with today that might come to the right solution.
Yeah. I mean, like, I hope we.
Yeah, and like I said, it's just, yeah, if you're...
But if for some reason we decide it's not a possibility,
Yeah.
then I don't want to keep doing forward animations that are sinking into the ground.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I was thinking about it, and if you had done a capture that was more direct, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Then theoretically...
See, I would, yes, I know what you're saying, but I'd rather err on the side of having it too high because of the angle of the characters.
Sure.
So...
But I guess my thought is...
And it wouldn't be direct. You'd have to have the camera low.
Yes.
To have it be flush with the ground. And that would make them look huge.
Well, and there might be a Goldilocks zone in there somewhere, I don't know, where it's like, it's not quite as high, but you're right, it's not quite as exaggerated. Yeah, I guess you're right. It's like for you doing artwork, 2 of your 3 animations are fine. 2 of your 3 animations are fine regardless. We don't have to do anything.
Hey, it would have been fine if we never even did the 4 directional.
That's true. That's true. Do you regret it though?
I mean, I'm really happy with how that looks.
Yeah.
Save for the one thing. But, and I'm not done, so maybe I will regret it.
Hey, my grandma's on here. Woo! How's it going, Grandma? Oh, she's been watched our stream yet before. This is pretty exciting.
Yeah. Hey, I got my my joke I'm gonna do at the end of the stream.
Well, okay, am I gonna discontinue the stream? Or?
Well, I mean, I don't know. No, you don't have to. But hey, you want to hear my impression of Prescott?
Sure.
Hey guys, I just got back. I got some tacos and.
I heard my name. What's up?
Nothing. We're just having a good time.
I was doing an impression of you.
Oh, what?
Because that one meeting where you got tacos.
I didn't get tacos.
Well, you got food.
Oh,
Chinese.
it might have been Chinese.
Chinese.
Yeah.
Chinese takeout. Jesus.
Yeah. Well,
Jesus.
You left to get the food, and then you came back with the food, and you're like, "I'll be right back," and then you never came back. Nothing to say, huh?
Oh, he's gonna disconnect. Alrighty, gents, I'm out to gotta get some food. That's what Kurt said.
I heard taco.
They do sound pretty nice. Alright, anyway, we're gonna end the stream now.
Bye.
Bye.